This dish doesn't need any introduction at all. Chicken tikka skewers with beautifully boiled rice and along with a nice and fresh dip. We're gonna make this right now. You guys are gonna love it. Let's get started. Right, to get this recipe started, you need about 1 cup of non-fat Greek yogurt. Something about that much is fine. And then add a bit of garam masala, which looks like that, about a tablespoon's worth. Some garlic powder, 1 teaspoon. Some ground ginger, a half a teaspoon. Paprika, 1 teaspoon. Ground cumin, half a teaspoon. Ground coriander, half a teaspoon. Some chili flakes, pinch of salt, and a pinch of black pepper. The juice of half a lime. And some nicely fresh cut coriander. Now just give that a good old mix. There we go. I've got about half a kilo of chicken cut into skewer size. I'm going to be using chicken thighs. Let's get that set up. Right, we're going to save some of this marinade for later, which we're going to apply onto the chicken while it's getting cooked. Just going to brush that on there slightly. That should be enough. And now we are going to add this chicken into the marinade and I'll let that absorb all that beautiful flavour and the amazing smell coming from this marinade. Just coat that, leave it in your fridge or leave it on the side for about an hour, 2 hours, and let that do its job, absorb all the flavours. If you can leave it overnight, then by all means do that. If you don't have time, 15-20 minutes is more than enough. While we boil our rice, this is going to sit here and marinate, and then we'll start to grill up this chicken. Right, to make our raita, we will need some yogurt. You don't have to have a specific amount, just add how much raita you want. I'd say that's about half a cup. Got some mint leaves here, or mint leaves. Bunch them all up and then nicely chop them up fine. The smell coming out of these fresh mint leaves is unbelievable. And we're going to add this in. So get some fresh coriander, roll it into a bunch like so, and then finally chop your coriander. Once that's chopped, throw that in there, and then followed by a pinch of salt, small pinch, some lime juice, about a quarter of the lime juice, perfect, a bit of cumin powder, and just to give it a kick, some chili flakes. We shall now mix this up. Might need to add a bit more yogurt to this, I think. Okay, let's make that a full cup of yogurt now. There we go, that looks better. A very nice and fresh raita with coriander leaves, mint leaves, bit of salt, and some chili flakes and lime juice. Perfect, that's ready. Now we wait for the rice to boil, and then we'll put our chicken on our cast iron flat pan and let that cook away. Alright, all the water has dried up from the bottom and the rice are nicely cooked. We're just going to turn the gas off and put these to a side. We'll leave them in the pan so they still are nice and warm. Put them to a side on the back burner, which is turned off. Leave that on there and let that sit there for a while, and now onto the chicken. Alright, we've got our chicken here which has been marinating, I'd say for a good half an hour or so. I mean, for video purposes that should be fine, but if you're making it and want ultimate flavour, then leave it overnight. And we're going to start to skewer this onto our skewer here. Now this is the messy part, guys, so be prepared to get your hands dirty. So in and then it comes out, and then you put it back in from the next side, and just kind of run it down, and keep doing the process. Repeat the process, just make sure you don't go through your finger, and back out the other side. We'll just cover 2 skewers, I think that should be enough. So when you're, I don't know, cast iron skillet or whatever you're making, and you can make it in a pan or wherever you like, is ready, just add some oil to it so your chicken doesn't stick, and grab that. That's what you want to hear, that sizzling sound. And number 2. And we're just going to keep turning these, flipping these and turning these ever so slightly. My cameraman decided to move the chicken for me. Get these to nicely cook. Now the gas wasn't high, I've turned it down to a medium heat because we don't want these to burn and not get cooked from the inside. And we're just going to keep turning these, keep flipping these until these are nice and tender and cooked from the inside. And we've got some, like burnt edges on the outside. That's when we know it's ready. Right, I don't have my basting brush with me, so I'm just going to go over with this and just spread this across so you can get the extra flavour towards the end. When your chicken's starting to get nice and golden brown, go and apply this sauce. Make it extra juicy and extra flavourful. One side should be more than enough, you don't have to apply it on both sides. But if I had a basting brush, I would have been able to do a much better job. But you get the idea. Now we're going to give this a quick flip. My cameraman's going to have to turn to the other side because I've had to flip these around. Nice and charred, that's what you want. If you don't get that on there and you're not doing it right, your gas is too low. You just want to see that epicness right there. That's all I'm going to say. Right, chicken skewers are ready. I'm just going to lift this up slightly hot, and we're going to place it on our rice and get the second piece, and then place it. I mean, that just looks absolutely amazing. And then you can just garnish that with a simple coriander. And that, my friends, is chicken tikka skewers on rice. How about that? I mean, are we going to eat this or what? Come on, where's that writer gone? So first, obviously we're going to try a piece of chicken with the sauce itself, and then we'll try the full combination. So, wow, that is so tender, the fork just literally, oh, look at that. The freshness from that dipping sauce is from another world. And the flavour, the heat, the spice, the bit of char, the charred edges of the chicken, on point. Now, back to this with some rice, then a bit of raita, and I mean the rice are made with this spice, so the rice are going to have a different flavour from any other. That is what you want on a weekend when you've invited someone, or if you want to have it by yourself or for your family. The best way to have chicken grilled with rice with a raita. You can't go wrong. It's chicken grilled on rice with, non-fat Greek yogurt. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this recipe, or if you tried it, let me know how you found it in the comments below. And if you've made it, send me some pictures on my social media accounts, which I'll have linked down below, so I can see exactly how you guys are coming up with these. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one while I keep yamming away. I'll leave some for my cameraman if I feel like it. Damn.